Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Rosemary. Thank you for being here today. Today I wanted to talk about a video that I've been trying to do for a while now, but I don't know, school, life. Anyways, today's the day that I'm making the video. And it's about things I no longer buy. It's half and half of what I buy, I no longer buy, and what I still buy but have made the adjustment of finding a plastic-free version, or you know what I mean? Okay, so starting with the bathroom. As you can see, I am in the bathroom. Then we're gonna move around the house for different rooms and yeah, things in that room that I don't buy anymore. One of them starting is shampoo bottles or conditioner bottles. And by that I mean like the plastic ones and stuff. I stopped buying those a while back now and I love it. I love especially like when I go somewhere, when I'm traveling somewhere. The hassle of trying to find a different container, small enough containers, or leaving my shampoos and making sure I bought some wherever I went. It was just, I didn't like it. I didn't want to deal with it. It was just an extra thing I had to think about whenever I had to travel. But now that I have bars and conditioner bars and soap bars, it's so much easier and I just feel so good. You know that I'm avoiding all of that packaging and I'm able to just travel with things such as this, a bar. This is my favorite conditioner bar. This is the Bar None. I have a whole video on it, so if you guys want more information, I'll have the video link below. Another thing that I don't buy yet still do, actually I started making my own, and this is a toothpaste. When I first made the switch, I started making my own, and then I decided that I wanted to try what was out there. So I got different ones, and the one that I'm using right now is Hey Humans. I love this one. Anyways, this is just like a regular one. This is just aluminum, and yeah, I love it. This one is really good. So I'm not buying the plastic ones anymore, but I am still buying this. Do you know what I mean? It's like I am no longer buying it, but I am buying it, or I made the swap for something more sustainable. Another thing is deodorant. Once again, I'm no longer buying the plastic ones or the ones that come in plastic. And again, I started making my own when I made the switch. I actually have a video on how I made my own and my experience with it and so on. So if you want to watch that, I'll also leave that one linked below. And then I made the switch to raw sugar. Let me get it. Which is this one. I have to say that I love this one. It smells so good. It keeps me dry the whole day. I'm not sweating. It has it says free of aluminum, baking soda, talc, parabens, and propylene glycol. I don't know if I said that right. But yes, raw sugar is really, really good. The whole container is of like cardboard. 100% biodegradable packaging, which I love. It works for me. I love it. Now, something that I don't buy anymore is hair scrunchies. I can't remember the last time I bought hair scrunchies, and I have to say it's because I keep finding them all over my house. I also find them on the floor, like outside. I clean them real good, and yeah, that's it, and I use them. They're completely fine. They're completely usable. So I haven't bought hair scrunchies for a minute. And then I also find like clips. Right now I'm wearing a clip. Yeah, so I have no need for that. Oh, and like I can't remember how long ago I made my own with just some elastic that I had, some like scraps of fabric. Made my own. I'll also leave you the video if you want to check them out. And yeah, I just use whatever I have, and I don't need to go buy more scrunchies. Oh my goodness, razors. Also, I can't remember the last time I purchased razors. First of all, because I decided that I didn't want to be shaving anymore because it was like giving me rashes just using the razor, and then like what, a day later it was all back like nothing. So I said, you know what, screw this, I don't like shaving. I decided to start waxing. And then I learned how to make my own sugar wax, which is like the best thing ever because it's all natural. I just cut up some fabric, I made my strips. Super simple. If you guys want to see a video on that, let me know. And when I'm washing them, I just put a little bit of water out, let the strips soak, and you come back and it's sugar, so it's all just dissolved. And yeah, I freaking love sugar wax. These are the strips that I made. I literally just cut up some fabric. I have, oh, and I have my wax right here. Wax. I just make my own. Talking about shaving, because I don't shave anymore, I don't use shaving cream anymore. I bought probably 1 can my whole life of shaving, and I didn't even finish it. I think I gave it away. I don't know. But yeah, I don't buy that. And if I were to shave my legs, if I was in a rush, I would shave my legs and I would just use conditioner or some shampoo or like a bar of soap. I don't know. Any of that works. It's perfectly fine. So I don't find the need of shaving cream. Another one is loofahs. The last loofah I have in there, it was gifted to me for Christmas in a little package. I also got, I had just gotten, when I got that loofah, like a glove, like exfoliating glove. So I also have that, and my dad went to El Salvador recently, and I told him back home you can grow these. He got me, I think it was like this, of a loofah. They were like growing in front of my house in El Salvador. So I always saw them. As a kid I hated them because I thought they were so rough and stuff. But now I like it because it gives you a good exfoliation. So I told him when he came back from El Salvador to bring me one. And I'm gonna be visiting him soon. So I'm gonna get those finally, because I've been asking for what, like a year and a half. And finally, I'm getting them, so I'm really excited for that. So that's what I'm using now. I'm not buying any more like the plastic loofahs. Oh my gosh. Probably one of the biggest changes that I've done, like bathroom area, is menstrual products. As in, I am so happy that I no longer have to buy pads. I was never really a tampon person, but I no longer have to buy any of that, and it just makes my heart happy, because that means I don't have to be spending so much money on that, because it gets fucking expensive. Sometimes it would just come, you know? And I wasn't prepared. I know, irresponsible. I wasn't prepared, and I didn't have what I needed. I didn't have the pads. I didn't have anything, so I had to go like in the middle of the fucking night to purchase some in a shop and see what was open if I got lucky. And I don't have to go through that anymore. Why? Because now I have my cups, my menstrual cups. I tried, I think it was the Lily cup. I don't fucking know what I tried. But I tried something and it was not nice. I think I told you guys about it on my last video. And my friend from Mexico got me one, which was like smaller, slimmer. Yeah, and it's like it's a game changer. It changed my whole life. I will never go back to pads and all of that, because for what? What a waste. This is it. Look at this. And it's so tiny. It like it doesn't take up space anywhere. I literally put this in my wallet one day because I wasn't sure when my period was gonna come, and I didn't want to, you know, be caught off guard, so I put this shit in my wallet. And yeah, perfectly fine. Also, I got some period underwear. I got these from Target because they were way cheaper, like way cheaper. I tried to get it. These are, I don't understand. These are from Thinx, I think they are called. And Thinx, if you buy them on their website, it's super expensive. But then they brought them to Target and they were like $17. I got 2 pairs. And these have been like the best thing ever. Especially on the first day, which is very light, and on the last day, which is very light. It was the same thing when I was wearing pads. I was like, what a waste. I'm putting this whole thing on for nothing to catch like 2 drops the whole day, and that's it. And then I have to throw it away, so what the fuck. Anyways, so sometimes I don't want to wear that for the same reason, because even though you don't feel it, but sometimes you just don't want to. So I got these babies. And these have been like the best thing ever, because on those last days or on the very first days, I don't want to wear anything. And wearing liners, which also they have some that you can clip on, some liners. Obviously it's reusable as well, you just wash them, just like these. But I don't have those, so I got these underwears and they are perfect for what I need them. Anyways, I think that is all for the bathroom. yeah, that is it. So now let's move to the kitchen. Alright, now in the kitchen, one of the main things that I stopped buying, Ziploc bags. I have some random Ziploc bags around the house because when I go to my aunt, sometimes they give us like food in them. So I just wash them and save them. If I want to store things in the freezer or whatever, we just use like these type of containers, which I know still plastic, but they are still usable. So we just, you know, save these, come with the lid, and this is how we store like soups or whatever. Like right now I have a whole bunch of cut up vegetables and fruits stored in these, but I know that you can purchase some in Target. I think there's called stash jar bags. I still haven't bought those, but yeah, because I store my stuff in containers or the Ziplocs that are given to us. Another thing that we stopped using is towel paper. So many people that come by are always looking for towel papers and we don't have any. We have rags, we have these things that we use, and also if you don't want to go out buying some, you can just use or cut up an old t-shirt and there's your rags. Another thing that we don't use is cut up vegetables. Buy is cut up vegetables. I don't know how long ago we got that bag of frozen vegetables, and the thing is why it lasts so long is because we don't use it all the time. We only use it when we are in a pinch, when we don't have vegetables, or it's like in the middle of the night and we want to cook up something that requires vegetables and we just ran out of vegetables. We use that because usually we just get our fresh vegetables and we just, you know, cut that up, and again we just leave that bag for whenever it's really needed. So yeah, we don't buy cut up vegetables or fruits or anything like that. I don't even know if it's good to have it in there so long, but we're still here. We're not sick. Prepared juices. I was such a fan of those green juices. They're good. Like, they taste good because it has a ton of sugar, but they are not healthy. So just the idea of buying prepared juices like that, I haven't really entertained that anymore. Sometimes I see like orange juices in the shops and I'm like, that looks so good, but we don't buy that anymore. Started making my own. You can just make your own. Another one are cookbooks, and I have to say that I have like 4 cookbooks because they have been gifted to me, and it's really cool to see new recipes and try new recipes that you find there. I got, I think, about 2 or so when I was transitioning into veganism from friends, and which, you know, I'm grateful for. I really liked. I tried some of the recipes, but I don't buy them anymore, or I won't be buying them anymore, because I feel like you can find just about everything online, and I mean, they do take up space, you know, in the drawers. And here in our kitchen, we don't have space at all. It's very, very tiny, so we have to, you know, try to fit everything in all these tiny little spaces, and sometimes the books do take up space. So that's the reason why I won't be buying, or don't buy, cookbooks anymore. Or if you want a cookbook, there's a lot of ebooks that you can buy, so that's an option. Another thing is all-purpose cleaner. I have a video how I made mine if you guys want to watch it, but yes, this is just apple cider vinegar with orange peels, and I don't mind the smell. I know a lot of people mind the smell of vinegar. I personally don't. So yeah, it comes in handy. Also, I think it was about 1.5 years ago now that I bought like a big ass container of all-purpose cleaner, which is kind of like, it's, I'm not even gonna show it because it's in there somewhere, and that means I'm gonna have to bring everything out. But it's about this size, and you use, I think, 5 tablespoons for like a whole bottle of water like this. And that should last you forever, because I've only used about this amount, and I still have that, so that's gonna last me for probably a good year. I mean, not a good year, a good few years. So I don't buy all-purpose cleaners anymore. Parchment paper is another one here in the kitchen that I don't buy, and it took me forever to buy this. I kept seeing so many things about this and just how good it was, And because I decided to not buy parchment paper or baking paper, I don't even know if it's the same thing, so long ago, everything was just sticking to my pans and I wasn't even tripping. I was cool with it, whatever. Until I got this and I realized how easier life is with one of these. You don't have to scrape your cookies from the pan. And I also started doing earrings. And they were getting pretty glossy when I was baking them, like from the bottom. And I didn't want to go out and buy parchment paper, so I decided, you know what, why don't I just invest in one of these, which is gonna be good for everything. One side is for my cookies or whatever, the other side I use it for my earrings here and there when I have to bake them. So yeah, this has been a great substitute, and it's a dishwasher safe, but I tend to wash it by hand. I got mine from Target, but yeah, it was a good investment. I really like this one. Oh, another thing is fancy containers to store things. I think the last time we bought those was because we were trying to get rid of broken old plastic containers that were just leaking everywhere. So we invested in, I think it was like 5 of these. Alright, it's dirty right now, but this. So this goes on it, so it protects it. That's the only time I think we bought containers to, you know, store shit in. And for my cereal, because when I was trying to use up all my containers, I didn't have some like to store my pasta or cereal in, which is a lot, and I didn't want to have like 10 little containers of cereal, so I wanted the big ones, and I couldn't find some at the thrift shop, so we went and got 2 of those. And I think that's the only time that we have bought containers like that. I tend to use up all the glass of like these. I'm about to show you guys right now. I actually have a video on that, so I'll also link it down below. But yeah, just save the lid, and a lot of the times you'll be surprised how so many lids from different things fit many other containers. So yeah, that's what we do. This, my misto. You know those cans when you're baking and you're spraying things so, you know, so things don't stick? Yeah, well, I got one of these, and this one is a reusable. You just pump it and you spray it. Anyways, yeah, you just refill it with your oil, any oil that you want, which is, you know, you could spray on salads, you can spray on whatever. And it also helps me limit my amount of oil that I use, because I get kind of crazy with the amount of oil. So this does help limit the amounts that you're pouring into your pan, and you don't have to keep tossing the container once you're done. You just refill it, pump it, and yeah, use it. So yeah, that is all. I can't think of anything else. I might add something else if it comes up while I'm editing it. I don't know, but that is it. Alright, next. Alright, now this is my desk area. So, where did I leave my iPad? Dang it. Alright, things I don't purchase, school-wise or office-wise. Paper. Oh my gosh, I was living under a rock before I got this iPad. This has been like the best thing ever. I used to go to thrift shops and find a whole bunch of paper, bags of paper. And I used to find folders there, so I wasn't actually buying them like brand new. So if you still like paper, or you know, you're not able to get an iPad or have one, go to the thrift shop. They have so many options of different papers and different folders and binders. Check that out. They also have book bags and pencils and all of that. So I don't buy that anymore because I have this, and it's amazing because I can store just about everything, and I always have everything whenever I need it. Another thing I don't buy anymore, and I can't remember when was the last time I bought pencils and pens, because I have like all of this. Oh, this is a recycled thing, but look at all of this. I don't even use these, but I feel so bad throwing them away, and I know that I can donate them and so on, but I know sometimes it's not even gonna get to the right people, and it's gonna end up in the trash. So you know what, I just rather keep them and use them as I go and never have to purchase any again. I have pencils, pens, I have highlighters, lead pencils, just about everything. So I don't buy that anymore because I have a ton and I always find some, especially while, you know, when I was in school. In the parking lots, you would always find some in classrooms and stuff. So there's no need for me to go out and buy some when I can find one every day. Rubber bands. I don't buy rubber bands either because when we buy vegetables, let's say, what comes in rubber bands? I don't know. Carrots, like the little bunch. You can get rubber bands from there, or you can get the loose ones, which is what we do. We get a ton of the loose ones because one of my pups loves carrots, so I get the little ones that I know that people are not gonna pick, and it's gonna end up in the trash because, you know, they have to get rid of them. So I pick the smallest ones, like the baby ones, and yeah, I give those to my pups. But if you like to buy in bunch, sometimes you get the rubber bands with those, the yak bones for the sustainable tips for pet care. I have a video on that. I show that it comes with a little rubber band, and that is it. Like it's like a little tag. It's a rubber band, and I just say that and use that for just about anything or whatever I need. Boxes. We get a lot of boxes, so I upcycle those for the pups, or if you didn't watch my video, my last video, go watch it. Or I make these. Look at it. Yeah, I didn't bother to do anything at the bottom because ain't nobody gonna be seeing that. So I do stuff like that. Just upcycle them, make them look cute, and, you know, repurpose them. Give them a second use. So we do that. And also for moving boxes, we still have our boxes when we first moved into this apartment because we're gonna use those same boxes when we move out, because there's no point of throwing those boxes unless obviously it's ripped and some dog right here that I have next to me chews through it because she was trying to get out. Not out of the box. We don't put our dogs in the boxes. Let me clean that up. We had locked up the bathroom. Not locked up. This is coming all wrong. We had put a box by the door because we were cleaning in here and we didn't want the pups out here while we were, you know, moving things around, so we had put them in there. We got back and she had chewed through the box and had made a mess, didn't you? Yes, you did. So, unless that was probably the only box that we threw away for her, from our move, but we have the rest. No need to buy some more. Planners. I thought that I was gonna be a whole planner girl, and I am not. I forget to write things down in my planner. I tend to use my Gmail. That sounded so old. Because Gmail now has like a little notes or like to-do list and stuff. So that's what I use now because I'm always checking my email, so I always see it. I'm not always, I don't even know half of the time where my planner is, so I don't use it. I have one and that's it. There's no point of me getting them, you know? And if I want to make a planner on my iPad, I can do that. And I have, so yeah. I don't buy planners anymore. And the same goes for notebooks. Because I have my iPad, I don't find the need of notebooks. And if some professor, for some reason, doesn't like electronics, I don't know. Because I got my iPad during last year, at the very beginning of last year. So I don't even know how professors are with iPads and electronics and stuff like that. I don't know. We're gonna find out this fall that I go back to school. But yeah, I don't buy notebooks anymore, and if I were to need them, again, I have all the paper that I got from the thrift shop that I still have saved up because I wasn't gonna throw it away because I wasn't using it. Anyways, and I think that is all for my office school section area. Another thing while we're at it is seasonal items. Oh my goodness, costumes. I loved costumes. I don't anymore because that means that I only wear that costume once a year, and that is, I'm never gonna wear that again because am I gonna be the same thing next year? I don't think so. So yeah, I stopped wearing or purchasing costumes. If anything, use what I already have, or if you really want to do something, just create something, make something. which I think it's even more fun than just buying a costume. Alright, I said this video, I hope it didn't get long, and I think I'm like 40 minutes in, so I'm gonna cut it right here. There's still some parts of the rooms I didn't even get to, but there might be a part 2 to this, so yeah. So this is all for today's video. I hope you guys found this useful. I know that watching these type of video helps me think of things that I once purchased and now I don't because of, you know, the reason behind it, or the sustainability part of it. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Anyways, it's pretty hot in here, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!